Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Tuesday, April 7th, 2015. Yesterday's announcements. The ISM non-manufacturing index, I guess it came in within range, a little bit lower than the expected number, but nothing really shocking. Certainly nothing to explain yesterday's surge in the market from the pullback on Friday, but it's a crazy market, and there are wild swings even though IV is relatively low. But for today we have the only colored one is JOLTS, and that's coming in at 10 o'clock, which is the job openings report. Another government number. Alright, so let's take a look at what's going on across the ponds. Alright, here's a nice picture of a bear, but you could have fooled me if you're telling me we're in a bear market here. I have a lot of negative delta that's in big trouble. So I'm looking to see if this guy is going to actually show himself or not. But across the oceans in Asia, we are 100% bull, and in Europe 100% bull, and maybe the same thing might be happening today. Might want to take a look at this article here. It's from an Elliott Wave guy. If you've ever done anything with Elliott Waves, Edward Snowden, somebody put a statue up of him in New York someplace. They did cover up I think a Civil War memorial, which is not very smart, but anyway, they took it down. So, some really interesting articles here you might want to take a look at. I'm not going to really cover any of them. I am intending on making this video pretty short. Alright, so we're in deep doo-doo. In the money, in the money, in the money, and in the money. The futures here looking flat at the moment. Gold took a digger overnight, still above 1200 though, so I guess that's good. Oil's at 51.66. I like to see it below 50. I like to see it below 45. And the dollar's at 97.77 and a half. Up a little bit overnight, and the euro's down a little bit overnight. So that's it from that perspective. Let's jump right into our scan. We'll take a look here. Start right off with Apple. Now you notice here I took my intraday chart off. Okay, so the reason being, I need to pay more attention to what's going on with this weekly moving average here. I need to take a look at the weeklies. Definitely has support here on Apple, which is, if you look at the line over here, because they're in sync, so we're looking down here about 122.60. There's definitely support there, and I bet against it. Even though the daily has a downward moving average, but I think if I'm going to be doing expirations that are more than the current week, I will definitely have to pay more attention to this weekly here and decide which direction I really want to go here. Chances are I probably would have gotten up pretty low on the put side here. So, I bet against the weekly trend by ignoring it, and I'm paying for it. So I'm just going to change things around a little bit and pay more attention to that weekly. So what am I going to do today with Apple? I'm not really sure. I'm going to watch and see what happens. Don't know if it's going to pull back here, but we got that dang little Apple Watch coming out. I think the 24th, if I remember right. And it's pretty cool. I mean, I won't be buying one. I don't wear a watch anyway. I have a smartphone. It tells me what time it is. I don't need a watch. And I'm not one of those, you know, I don't need to impress anybody with an Apple Watch, so I'm not going to be buying one. Anybody else wants to get one, they are cool, I have to admit. I've been checking into them a little bit. Taking a look at Amazon. Went in the money yesterday and then pulled back down again. Same thing here. We're in an uptrend. We definitely have support going on here. Need to pay more attention to that. As a matter of fact, the support level, it doesn't even... Are we in sync here? There we go. The support level, that just barely shows up here. So, you know, if I could have gotten a strike down here, I should have gone for that. But it didn't. So now we have to figure out what we're going to do with some of these. We're in I need a damage report here. The sub is sinking. Speaking of sinking, Baidu is definitely sinking. That's the one I should have got into with a bear call. Definitely. So, you know, I'm ignoring and fighting these weekly moving averages and these support levels here. Need to pay attention to them. Of course, we have resistance here, so we're in a downtrend. We have a lot of resistance up here. Chipotle. At least we're not in the money on Chipotle, but we are in a downtrend, so we have that working for us. We'll see if we can hang on here on this particular trade. Probably not going to be opening any trades today unless I get something here that's talking to me. And Costco is definitely talking to me. Alright, so we don't even know. I suppose we could possibly draw a trend line here, but you know, if we can get a strike down, I'm going to put Costco on my list for today. Never being one to, you know, totally give up. I can't let the market beat me. I have to work with it. So we got Costco on the setup list, and that's for a bull put. Taking a peek at the Dow, here's our downtrend resistance. We're nowhere near that right now, but who knows? We may head into it today. And then we have gold. Big gap up, probably going to pull back a little bit today. Same thing, downtrend here. So this is going to act like an intraday for a short-term trade. Daily and the weekly. Now gold, I can't figure out gold. I'm just going to stay away from it. But right now, Google is definitely my friend, even though I fought the trend. But actually, really, if you see here, if you were to draw some trend lines in here, it's definitely down for support and resistance. There's nothing flat going on here at all. So it's definitely down on the weekly. I might draw some of that stuff in here. And we have earnings coming up soon, but at least Google is helping me a little bit. LinkedIn, we're definitely in a downtrend. We're almost in setup here on LinkedIn. So we're going to wait on that one another day. NDX definitely has some support going on here in an uptrend. Downtrend here, so maybe an entry opportunity to the long side with a bull put possibly. I'm going to take a look at it for a bull put today to see if there's anything there, if I can get far enough away with next week's expiration, or even possibly going out another week. Let's just take a look right now. What the heck? That would be next week here. We'll just go with 14 and see if we can get... I'm so used to looking at bear calls. I think I need to go to like 28. Alright, so right here, 42.85. 42.75. Are you kidding me? Is that what it really said? 42.85. Wow. We're currently at 43.50. Wow. That's not very good. I don't like that at all. Huh. How come? Oh, there we go. Yeah. That doesn't impress me at all. So that's a little bit risky for me. Next week, the following week, 16 days away, 42.75. 42.75 would be right about. It's definitely below support here. So that has possibilities. I'll just take a look at it and see what happens here. Alright, Netflix. In the money. We're definitely in a downtrend here. And if you were to draw a trend line here, we kind of broke that trend line. We broke it back here too. Just hang in there on this one, see what happens today. Any inkling on what might happen? 419.24. It might open down. It may just open below my strike, short strike. Price line. Ouch, price line. What are we looking at here? Oh, we can't ever tell anything from price line. This bid ask is just way wacko. And I have the news up here too, so if I want to, I can take a peek at that. This is an unexpected move. So we may get a pullback on that today too. And Russell is also in the money, but just barely. So, and we have an upward trend here. So our support would be along this trend line here. And we fought the law, and the law won here, I guess you might say. SPX, I think we're still okay on that. Yes. We have we're in an uptrend, so we have a little bit of a support trend line possibly going on here. If we were to draw one. So that would be the kind of stuff that we're going to be looking at from now on, stretching things out a little bit and not ignoring the longer term trend. And last but not least is Tesla. I don't have anything going on with them, I don't believe. No, I don't. Whoa, Tesla had a very nice pop. Just going to stay away from it for right now. It's this gappy stuff is just killing me. So anyway, nothing going with Tesla for right now. Alright, so we have a little damage control to take a look at today. But we'll go through here today and put those trend lines in, and then we'll see how things work out in the future. But one other thing I wanted to go back and take a look at. Remember my Are You Ready video? And we took a look at SPX. And we were looking at this particular trade down here, which is a December of next year. So it's like a whole bunch of days away. At that time it was 600 and some, and right now it is at that time, December of 16, it's 618. I think it was 660 days away. Well, it was at 670, and right now it's at 555. So it's up $100 right now. But if you look at the risk profile, it doesn't show that. Here's the risk profile. Our short strike is way up here at 2400, and it doesn't show any profit here, probably because of the wide bid ask currently. So maybe after the market opens, that might kind of change. That's the video that I made back in February about buying or selling one of these, entering this particular trade here. I didn't do it because of the, it takes a lot of money out of your account and sets it aside. So, it holds that margin off to the side, or affects your buying power. I guess it's not really margin, it's buying power. And that makes it a little bit risky from my perspective, but it's doing pretty good right now. Just thought I'd let you know. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the